Say hello, everybody.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Sunday night, Herald of Rain campaign. We are waiting for one person, so before they get here, I'll do our announcement this week. If you like our brand of chaos and comedy, click the follow button down below. Don't be afraid to subscribe, especially if you have a Twitch Prime subscription. Check us out. Our YouTube link is down below. Same with Azrael DM Canadian on TikTok and my Twitch channel and our YouTube. Please give us a follow and subscription over on YouTube. It helps us out a lot. And click that notification bell if you want to get notified whenever we post a video. After Tweedledee and Tweedledum at the bottom of the screen used magic in the streets and we murked a guy, and everybody blamed me for running when I feel like I was the only person who understood that you can't just murk people with magic in this world and get away with it. We went and looked for... What's his name? Oh my god. Something Amir. Abu Amir, who was going to visit a noble named Suleiman. The whole city was going into lockdown because people got murked in the streets with magic, and we decided to wait until nighttime and sneak out. We snuck through a sewer, got into the house, met the people, and somehow didn't get attacked. We managed to talk to Abu Amir, who told us that, met some were-rats that were sleeping downstairs. A butterfly may or may not have landed on Derek that might be carrying a magical plague. We don't know. Saw some were-rat people that are afflicted by the plague. Talked with Abu Amir. He uses demons places them in people to try to cure them of things, and then exorcises the demons. And offered to have one of us be used as his guinea pig so he could use the demons through our body to see the magical butterfly things, which didn't end up happening because Fenric, who's not here, could see them. And Abu Amir is sick. He did not look good.
And he did something funky with the woman, like the girl who can't speak, but she can use hand speak, so I talked to her. She was very shocked.
He used a demon to make her eat because she can't eat.
Right. Which he says is psychological. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
How'd I do, Fox?
Fairly decently. Let's see how well you do in today's session.
I'm gonna do great.
Okay. I'll be the judge of that.
Punch things.
We're gonna bring... I feel like I'm hurting cats, guys. Being a DM is hard. We're gonna go back to where I left you guys in the city sewers, with Abu Amir having just left via the trapdoor back to whence he came. And you are... Yes?
Sorry. I was just going to say, I think we're more like herding squirrels.
Probably. Let's see. This one looks good. We left off at you having Nicomund just having opened the door, and to where the last two were-rats were just seen. The door opens. They are still slumped over, but as you open the door, you see they sort of react to the sound and blurrily open their eyes.
And I think the butterflies are gone, right?
Last you saw, they were gone.
Hey, fellas, I think it's about time we got you some medicine. Make you feel better.
Do you have more of it? Give it, please.
No, we don't have the medicine on us. We were going to take you to a doctor.
Doctor.
Do
you have more of the choir? The choir, we need the choir.
I don't know the choir. What's the choir?
The potion, and he's like pointing at the bottles that were scattered around them. It helps.
I'm gonna reach down, pick up one of the bottles. What does it smell like?
It has a vague smokiness to it. There is, right at the bottom of the bottle, just a dab or a droplet of what looks like mercury-like liquid. Just like very silvery and sort of, when it moves, it's almost like something else is moving within the liquid itself.
I'll grab the one bottle that has the most in it and just store it for now.
Okay.
Down. Bottle. Who gave you these potions?
The man with the mask. He said it would help.
What color was the masked man's skin?
I don't know. I was hurting. Like right now. It hurts.
Was it the man that goes upstairs here or a different man?
Upstairs? What's upstairs?
Was it the man in blue robes?
No, it's darker. Dark robes. No bright colors. He had a mask.
I guess I'll turn back to the group and go, that doesn't sound like Abu Amir to you guys, does it?
Didn't he say that he was giving them stuff?
What I remember, he said he was aware of them, but...
I thought he had said he had given them something. But I could be mistaken.
Well, should we get
There
these?
are several potion bottles scattered around on the floor. What you remember as Abu Amir telling you is that he had doused them with some sort of sleeping potion or draught to get past them.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Well, shall we get him back to Ibn Sina? Maybe he can help?
Yeah, it's probably our best bet.
Do you two know the sewer? I'll turn back to the rats. Do you two know the sewers well?
Well enough. We live here. Only
Can
go
we-
up at night.
Can we move several city blocks to the east through the sewers?
It is possible.
All right, we're going to
But-
take you to the doctor, get you some more medicine.
We
But
cannot move. My legs, they're so weak.
I'm not touching them. Above table.
I can carry one of them.
I will walk behind so that if they try and hurt you, I will shoot them. I'm not saying that out loud, but that is my thought process.
I say Hakeem carries the other one.
Yeah. About that. I'm having a thoughts. I can't find the accent. Holy shit.
Das Vidania. Start with that.
I'm another person.
See, my problem with Das Vidania is I grew up in the 90s, so all I think when I hear Das Vidania is Anya, Your Grace.
Yeah, me too. Das vidanya, Anya, Your Grace.
Did I leave it in my back pocket? No. I do not want to carry sick person if I do not know how sickness is spread.
I'll turn to Fenric and say, are there any moths around them right now?
He shakes his head. None that I can see.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the first one, fireman, carry him. I'll say maybe we'll once we get this guy to the Ibn Sina, we'll try and come back for the second were-rat.
You know what? Since he's not here to say otherwise, Fenrir can carry the other one.
Fenric is a little halfling.
The 3-foot tall guy's gonna
Wizard
carry the
or
were-rat?
sorcerer.
Yeah, and?
Can he
Let me check
even
his
lift
strength
the
score.
dude?
Let me check his strength score.
And let's just make the guy who's not here die.
9. His strength score is a solid 9. Okay.
So is mine.
I would try my. I could help. I can get the feet.
I'm gonna grab the first were-rat by myself. And whatever the rest of anyone else does, that's on them.
I will carry
were-rat?
the other were-rat.
Okay.
If Hakeem
I'm the
dies,
were-rat.
it's Danneskjold's fault.
I am going to take up the rear so that if they do anything, then I can attack them.
Okay.
I'm going to protect my unlikely friends.
Gotcha.
I'll just be in the middle. I'll light the way.
Perfect. Nicomund, where you carried one of the were-rats, a little straw doll sort of falls out of one of the pockets of one of the very baggy clothes that they're wearing, and he says, "No, please. Please, I need that."
Yeah, I'll grab it and I'll stuff it back in his pocket.
What
Okay.
is that? Is that for a child? Or were you given it
Yes.
from someone?
It was from my daughter. It would protect us on our journey, she said.
Hmm.
I wish to see her again.
In this
Where-
city?
Not here, outside. We came in to get supplies, but we fell sick so fast.
What is your name?
Nazib.
Steve!
In a Islamic world, yes, his name is Steve. Great idea. Nazib. And Mina, comes the other voice. You can call me Mina.
Are they like male, female?
Difficult to tell, but you can roll me an insight if you want. But the names that you're aware do seem gendered that way, yes.
Were you always were-rats?
Ariun, you have no idea how to tell apart the genders of were-rats or these rat-like humanoids. Were-rats, we were born like this. We have small communities. We don't see much of humans, actually. Mostly they just try to kill us.
All right, well, point us in the direction of east. Hopefully we can come out relatively close to the doctor's house.
Okay. I'm gonna have somebody roll me a survival check just to see how well you navigate. And anybody can roll me perception while you're at it.
I have a +4 to survival.
I also have a +4 to survival.
Well, I
Assistance,
just
anything?
rolled a nat 1, so the question is, was that my only nat 1 of the day, or is that a start of a trend?
Can only
I
go
will
up from here.
assist with the survival so you can roll an advantage.
Alright, I'll roll. Wish me luck,
Derek
folks.
is helper monkey.
I'll roll perception.
Oh my god! Natural 20.
Perfectly balanced, as all things must be.
And out of the 2 rolls, that was the first one, not the second one.
Okay. You are able to more easily manipulate sort of the idea of where you're heading with your internal map of the city upstairs. And you are fairly certain you're heading in the right direction. I would say it's about 11 or 12 at night when you finally pop up back. Let me bring you out to a map. Okay. It is finally about 11 at night when you pop up from one of the grates nearer to Ibn Sina's house. What order are you exiting the sewers? Or at all?
I'm still coming last.
Okay. Who was taking the lead?
Derek.
Derek was in the middle.
I guess I'll
Or I can take.
Derek doesn't have any person on his shoulders, so
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll do it.
Okay. Where you pop out, you realize you're fairly near to where the guards were encamped. The city guards and whatnot to the front of his house.
Kill the lights as we come up.
Okay. Just have everybody roll a stealth check. Those that are carrying with disadvantage, please.
my anxiety is like through the roof.
Really?
Yeah, I have
Am I
no
that good at
idea why.
suspense? Maybe it's the music.
That and Derek's the only one that passed a 15.
Oof. Okay.
Well, we have to. What is
Fenrix, hold on, let me roll for him. I'll just take your group average because I'm nice like that.
Just still under a
Nice with it.
15.
Yeah.
That's fine. You don't need to be invisible, you just need to be quiet. It is the dark of night which helps you. The guards seemingly have given up since your average is about, looks like it's above a 10. I'll let you guys go with that. There is a moment, Hakeem, when you are carrying one of the two humanoids that you found, and they let out a sort of moan as they get jostled when you're trying to come up through the sewers. And you guys freeze for a tense second, looking around to make sure none of the guards in the tents woke up. But another breath passes, and you see the entrance to Dunyazad, Ibn Sina's house, in front of you.
Dunyasad?
Yup.
Interesting.
Opens the door and go in.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have you roll me a d10, Ariun.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. A nice even 4.
Okay. Since this is not your first time entering the intricacies of Dunyazad, it takes you a little bit of time, again with the doors opening to random places within the house, with strange rooms that shouldn't be here or exist in such a space. It takes you about 4 minutes before you're able to enter the main courtyard, where Ibn Sina is busy at work, seemingly not having noticed your entrance.
Ibn Sina, we have fulfilled both of our contracts. We have brought some people infected that are not human, and I have found Ashra, and he is now no longer in your. You don't have to worry about him. He's mine.
You see, he's just sort of, what? What did you? Yes. Patience. What was that about Ashraf? You killed him.
No. This is Ashraf.
We have him here.
You see, he just sort of freezes, looking at the little turtle.
You told me to take care of him, so he is in my care, and he is no longer a part of your care. So therefore, he is taken care of. And
Right.
You were going to pay me for that.
This is what Eshrif looks like, by the way. Because he's so cute.
Where did you post that?
I put his token there.
Oh, you put a
Here you go.
token. Oh my god, he's so cute. How could you want to kill that?
Because they were going to pay me.
That could be an attack turtle. You don't know.
That's what I'm going to trade him for.
He just
Is he a
slowly
snapping
blinks at
turtle?
you. We guess you'll find out.
Because
you
if he's a
said
snapping
tortoise.
turtle man, I am going to teach him to be a ninja.
I thought it was
Turtles are
Eshref the
delicious.
tortoise.
Yes, he's a tortoise.
Tortoise.
So there's a difference.
He's mine. He's mine.
Tortoises are less delicious.
And much
You
bigger.
see Ibn Sina just sort of gives it big stink eye, like very bombastic side eye, as he just says, "Then your problem he shall be. How much was it I promised you again?"
100 gold.
Ah, yes. Well, that is not a lot. He just sort of starts ruffling through things in the middle of his house, lifting up chairs, trying to look for money, apparently. I will be right. You can put them
Well,
there.
While he's looking around, I'll just lean over to Ariun and be like, a little quick on the draw. If you'd given it a second, we probably could have gotten 2.
But that wasn't the deal.
He doesn't know.
I mean,
I'm going to set Nazib down in the third most comfortable chair.
in the third most comfortable chair.
I'm just gonna set this person down where I'm standing.
Okay.
Just drop him in the dirt.
And then take 5 steps to the side.
In the dirt? You're just gonna leave them in the dirt?
I'll put them in a chair. I'll pick the most comfortable chair.
Okay. There's a nice reclining sort of couch that you put Mina
The
on.
one everybody fought over last time. That's the one I put in.
And you see, as you go, she sort of says, "Thank you." She just reaches out, but she doesn't touch you. She says, "Thank you for your help. Kind one."
He's good. And I will not pat her head, but pat the air above her head.
And you see she sort of relaxes back. Nazib similarly also thanks you, Nicomund, from where they are. Ibn Sina says, "Ah, yes, here you go." And he hands you a little, what looks like a tin. It's like a little cookie tin, it seems like, that he just sort of passes to you.
Okay, I open it.
There's
have a shock.
piece.
100 gold
Hey.
pieces. So,
Welcome,
are
buddy.
we dividing that between everybody, or do I get that because I saved him?
It's your tortoise. But if he messes with me, I'm killing it and I'm taking the money.
No.
He did contract the group.
That's fine. I just wasn't sure how it worked. Although some of this fund should go towards Ishref so that he can eat.
Since you're the one that wants to keep him alive and not eat him, that can come out of your portion.
I did not agree to take on tortoise responsibility. I will not pay for tortoise food.
Fine.
You walk him, you feed him. He is your tortoise, not mine.
Oh my god,
Fine.
I've just come up with the perfect group name.
What?
It's not my tortoise.
No. We are Ariun Shar's Wandering Petting Zoo because it just keeps fucking growing and growing and growing.
I decline.
Hey, that should be the YouTube video's title.
I have
Ariun
pet
Shar's
rock.
Pet. Walking pets. Don't worry, they may or may not bite, depending on her mood.
Nicomund, where you're looking at Eshref the tortoise, you see his gigantic golden eyes. He just sort of looks at you. There's something about the way he looks at you, and he just sort of blinks very slowly.
Oh god. I have a
I'm gonna-
character that would do slow blinks to be like, she didn't blink, and then she'd slow blink to show displeasure. So this is really funny to me.
I'm gonna turn to Fenric and go, "Did you see that? Did you see that?"
Should I roll a perception? Do I see the tortoise blink?
You can if you want to.
Did I see the tortoise blink?
It's not difficult or obscure. I mean,
How
very
to
cute
sidetrack
tortoise.
a party 101.
No, I
Throw
did
in a
not see the
tortoise that
tortoise blink.
blinks.
I'll look up behind Nicomund and just kind of lean in and whisper, it's like, that's how they pick their latest victims. They blink at them.
Oh god.
Yeah, with a whopping nat 1 for a total of 3.
you didn't see that.
Alright,
You
Fenric,
hear-
do I have any
What do you roll a
moths on?
scritch?
From what you can see, Fenric. No.
Yeah, I don't see any moths.
So, Ibn Sina found these two were-rats on the way to Abu Amir. He was treating Suleiman Kadir's daughter. Is it normal to possess people with demons to treat them? Is that
Not
something
just
that happens
demons,
around here?
spirits.
His head popped up. He did what?
Yeah, that's his thing. He heals people by possessing them with demons. Did you not know
Or
that?
spirits.
By my amazing beard. Spirits! Possession! Truly. That's quack. I taught
He-
him better than that.
He got the girl to eat. She wasn't eating before. She wasn't able to eat. So the possession allowed her to eat, which allows her to stay alive. And he thinks it will heal her so she can eat tomorrow.
Didn't we have him possess Fenric so that he could see the...
No.
No, that didn't go through? Okay.
No,
No, Fenric
he
wrote
wanted to.
Drew
Right. Yeah, yep.
I made an illusion of the moth in my hand since I can see them, and then he took detailed notes to make that.
He
yeah,
also,
so we have the notes.
Abu Amir also said everyone who's sick cannot be possessed by one of his healing possessions.
An interaction between. Interesting. That gives me some properties of what that sickness might have. Did he give you any other things? Perhaps.
The Fenric's drawings.
Yeah,
Give them
I'll
here, Yad.
I'll hand him over the drawings,
Thank you, thank you.
and
He
it
sort of-
it's got his drawings, whatever notes he scribbled down about him.
I see. So that's what they look like up close. I've never been able to get one up close. This is good. This is very good.
Yes,
And you
I
brought me
didn't think to do
patience.
it earlier, but I'll just make another minor illusion of one in my hand. I didn't think to just make a picture of one, but the idea popped up in my head. It was either this or he possessed me with some sort of demon. So this seemed like a much simpler option.
You do not want a demon crawling up in your head. Trust me, possession, it is not all it's cracked up to be. And he sort of holds your hand as he inspects it from different angles, the illusion that you conjure.
It also
Interesting.
won't healing abilities, unconventional healing abilities, don't seem to work on anybody with this plague.
I see. And he starts scribbling in his notebook, goes over to inspect the were-rats. Yes, that makes sense. I have also been working while you were gone, and I have some leads for you to follow up. Yes, Yes.
One last thing. These two people, Nazib and Mina, and I'll point at the wrong Nazib and the wrong Mina. They said there was a masked man with dark robes. We're giving them potions to treat it. And I'm going to pull out the remnants of one potion that we found. They called it the choir potion, and this is all they had left. And they asked us for more, but we didn't have it.
He's also instantly mesmerized by the thing that you picks up. He sort of puts what looks like a looking glass into his eye and sort of inspects it closer. That does line up with what I have found. Yes, this is bad. This potion, they call it the Choir of Al-Gaib. I saw it many years back, and it is terribly addictive. They have consumed this, you said.
Many bottles. Many potions.
Oh dear. Did they say why they consumed it? He just gave it to them.
Yeah, they seemed to think it was treating them.
It made the pain better? Made them feel better?
Well,
Did they say
like
pain?
all
I can't
good
remember if they
drugs.
said pain.
He said pain. I have known the person behind this concoction, this alchemy between potions and magic. And that matches up with an informant who has told me. I have seen this before. It was created by... It was a genius child, actually. He went by the name of Mansur El-Yaman. But he is better known as Saphir. That is the name he has chosen. He is an... How do I say this? Have you guys heard of the Order of Hashashin?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I
we've
have personal
about them.
experience.
Indeed you have. What sort of experience, might I ask, my friend?
I killed one.
A Hashashin. You see, he has sort of a disbelieving look on his face. You killed one.
Is how I earned my freedom.
How long
Didn't you
ago?
know this is the Slavic blade? Slavic blade, right?
Slavic
Oh, it's a
sword.
cutlass.
Slavic sword. Sorry.
They go by many names.
I'm really tired, okay? I'm just glad I got Slavic right.
I gotta remember what city I'm from. I was a slave fighter in Pitts to a man named Adam Ali. And coming home one day, Adam was his home was being attacked, and I was lucky and killed Assassin.
It is rare to see one of them, much less kill them. These Order of Hashashin, they used to be much, how to say, infamous. Many decades ago. And then their leader, he died cruelly, terribly, and, well, that brought a lot of relief to most of the Silk Road. But if they are back, then perhaps they are led by this Saphir. And this, he sort of points at the bottle and at the Tusik, whereas might be one of his ploys. If normal treatments don't work on this disease, and there is rumor of a cure of this nature that is simply addictive and doesn't really do much in the long run. They're showing clear signs of, well, dependence upon it.
Is it possible that this is the plague?
This does not carry the disease, I believe. I believe it is these moths that carry an essence of the Algaib, a sort of magical illness, if you will.
It touched Derek.
He sort of turns to look at Derek with this a little bit of terror in his face. Did it indeed? Have a seat, my friend.
I'll walk up to Hakeem and sneeze loudly, right onto his shoulder. Just kind of like, yeah, it did.
You see, where Ibn Sina is watching this interaction, he looks distinctly horrified and he says, please do have a seat. And he sort of treats you like fragile glass at a distance. And he seems to do a couple things. He does mutter a few incantations. What is very clearly he's doing some magic on you. He inspects and he says, Derek, roll me a D100.
He says, Derek, roll me a D100.
25.
Okay.
Why does it feel like you just opened up a Goosebumps book and like, random page? Like, oh, yeah.
Choose your own adventure. The page you flip to, and you die.
He's sort of inspecting and he says, you may breathe a sigh of relief, my friend. It appears, even if the moth has touched you, your body has resisted it for the moment. Although I would very much recommend not getting close to these moths.
How can you tell he resisted it?
He does not show the signs of illness. There are, how do I say this, signs. It incubates for a while. Perhaps he could still have it. It could be in its incubation phase. I will not say for certain. But
What's the
for
first
now
sign?
you are not showing. Well, from what I have tracked, it usually starts with a cough, a little bit of blacking out, pale skin, movement loss, motor dysfunction, and then a fever. It sort of worsens from there.
Abu and Mir had pale skin and a cough.
Then may the gods help us. If he has been in contact with many other people, this disease will have spread. I must tell the others.
Definitely was. He's been all over the place.
Yes, he's been to the clinic to pick up supplies. He's been to the house to see the person's daughter. He stops and chats with the guards. He is not a very secular man. He likes to talk and chat.
Did he seem to be aware of his illness? Was he spreading it intentionally?
I couldn't tell that.
Above board, he did say something about being, because like one of us called him out on it, but I think he said it was something else.
Yeah, he wasn't specifically worried about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe that he has it.
Right.
He doesn't believe that he has it.
He thinks it's something else.
I must write to him immediately. There is much work to be done. I cannot press upon you the importance of avoiding these, what shall I call them? These disease, it is called the chrysalis of dreaming. And if you are touched by these moths that I have discovered to be called lullabies, there might be a very good chance that eventually you will not wake up. And this disease, it does not pick and choose who it affects. Be you rich, poor, magical in nature, or powerful in body, it will probably get you.
Right. You said
So what-
something about leads?
Yes. I had contacted a friend. Al-Himyari. Himyari? Let me get that name right. Al-Himyari. And he mentioned he had some ability to trace this disease. And he wrote back with some clues that I would like for you to follow up on. When you get the chance.
And where is this Al-Himyari?
Oh, the last I heard, he was in the city, but he has not come to visit me. He came recommended through a friend. Maybe you'll find him. But I must ask that
What were the leads that he gave you?
I asked about who might be behind this disease. Al-Himyari, he travels much more frequently than I do these days. And he has certain abilities that I do not. He has access to information that I do not, so we try to share that among us scholars. He said there's a building in Samarkand, a orphanage. He said there might be clues there that would be useful. And that is what I will ask that you go to explore.
Where is that? Is that where we first started?
Oh, that's where we are now.
That's where we are now. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, we first started in the Necropolis.
Right.
He will mark the location on your map. He said it is known as Hikmet-i-Sehab, the orphanage. I need you to find out what you can, if it has any connection to Sephir or the assassins or any part of the disease you might be able to. It is vital that you get whatever you can and bring it back to me. And if you can find Sephir, if it leads you, if you can... Sorry, cough. If you can find Sephir, anything on his person, his tools, his books, his body, if possible, I would much appreciate it. If he is behind this disease, it is vital you locate him. Perhaps he knows of a cure or a way to stop it.
Well, it would seem foolish to put out something that you couldn't stop yourself. What if you got sick?
That is what I am hoping. Now, I ask a lot of you, my friends, so it is only fair that I give you the choice. Would you accept this mission? Or must I ask someone else?
And you're sure we started this?
I am not certain anymore. I have intuitions. I am a man of great power and connection. Not unlike... well... I do have some connection to the Al-Gaib. There are creatures that try to trick you, some that give you information. It has been years of study in parsing what is true and what is not. In this, I have learned ways of learning information. Divination, if you know what I speak of. I can ask certain powerful creatures questions and get answers, but they are not always accurate. The djinn that I asked regarding this particular question that he is bound to answer truthfully, though not willingly. I believe it has something to do with you, but I need you to go check it out. For real proof. Does that make sense? Sometimes I speak, and normal people do not understand. I have been told that by my wife before she left me.
It seems fine to me. We still have time for the festival.
Nicomund's gonna turn to Hakim and go, "What's a djinn?"
A djinn is a creature of magical power. Some say they grant wishes. Some say they screw you over with wishes. Most think of djinn like all al-Gaib is bad.
Somebody did their reading, bless you. Okay. He sort of nods approvingly at what Hakim is saying. Yes, exactly. I would try avoiding any interactions with them if you can manage. Only those with practice and, how do I say this? An ability to interpret what they're saying. Have even a chance, and even then it is not a high one. You said there is a festival you wish to go to?
Yes,
cult.
because we're...
I need to find my cult. She's on the way to insert name. Amber's brain's
Merv.
not functional.
Mm-hmm. I see. I have contacts there. I can give you something. I can write you a letter that will get you into the city and anywhere else, hopefully. Most places than you can on your own.
Then I will help you with this thing. If you can get me the letter.
I shall work on it right after I've tried to help these patients. Try to find what you can inside the orphanage, return with any evidence you might find, and I shall give you that letter and not stall you any longer.
I don't know. I spoke for me, and I point to the turtle and him. You might want to ask them if they want to join too.
You think we're connected? I think we should help.
In for a penny.
It is fine with me.
Hopper.
If you can impress upon my friends the danger of their powers in this world,
You speak of the rumors recently across the city.
that was them. It was there.
He sort of tugs at his
Yes,
beard.
you are very good at kicking people.
He turns around. There are rumors that a man was killed. Well, many men were killed in the street. And rumors of sorcery being involved with it. Magic in broad daylight. Was it one of you that did it? He sort of looks like a disapproving dad as he sort of looks around.
He was a horse thief. And it was not murder.
Killing outside of criminal justice system is still murder.
Within the tribes, you steal one of the prized horses of a Kaganat, and the price of that is death.
Indeed it is. It is death, one of the biggest crimes. But At the moment, you are in an occupied city, and do you have authority? Or have you talked to the clan leader in this area? Perhaps the governor?
No.
Introduced yourself.
We didn't get a chance because someone decided that running and appearing guilty is a better option.
So you killed someone in the governor's city that was a horse thief in broad daylight with magic.
Well, I didn't do the
Is that-
magic. I don't know anything about magic.
You were accomplice in this crime, yes or no?
I did the execution, he did the magic.
So you were part of the crime. Who did the magic? He sort of gets down on his knee to talk to you directly, Fenric. My friends, as someone else well gifted with the arcane, I do not wish to see your life ended early. There are worse fates than death for those like us. I would be careful.
Oh, I know. There is. I wasn't born with this, but the way I received it, it wasn't me who paid that sacrifice.
It rarely is. I trust you can exercise caution in the future. Sometimes
Yes, I
it's
will.
not
You know, I will admit
about-
turning people into popsicles in the middle of a desert is probably a bad idea.
There are methods of using magic that are less obvious, shall we say. A little creativity goes a
yes,
long way.
I am familiar with
promise.
some of those.
Do you
That
think
happened to be my most blatant, shall we say, of magic.
do you think if I went to the governor and gave him the information about the horse thief, he would forgive us?
It could be possible. Could also not be possible. It's certainly a choice to make.
I don't really want to.
The character's way of you can certainly try.
Well, let's look at it this way. Do you want to continue sneaking your way through town knowing that it is guaranteed they're looking for us as fugitives and murderers? Or do we take the time and potentially eliminate that as a hassle?
Well,
Derek,
it's not a
you're-
bad idea. Though I do think that since you happen to have a silver tongue, you should go take care of it.
I'm not going alone.
No, I'll go with you because I am of the horde.
Yes, and it was
If-
her
if-
heart. But, she needs to go too for sure.
If that is something that is going to be pursued, it is going to be all of us. Otherwise, it looks like we are still hiding something. We can turn it around and say that the one who ran hardest and fastest had bad experiences with the cognates before and did not think and just reacted on instinct, and that we are looking to make amends and do things right.
Well, as you think over, my house is open to you, of course, if you wish to make any preparations. Or head to the orphanage straight away. I leave up to you, but I must get to my work. Although, you may come find me if you have any questions, of course. And keep that turtle in sight at all times. Do you understand?
He's right here. And then he
He
goes
won't
in the
stay there
backpack.
for long.
I have to make like a harness for him.
My house is at your disposal. You may use what you wish.
Can I search around for some stuff and like make him a little harness?
You certainly can. Ibn Sina goes away, and his unseen servants sort of bring his 2 patients down to his workstation or whatever. That leaves.
Can we crash here?
He did open his house to you, yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Are there beds available, or are we like just flaking out on the floor?
I mean, Tekwani is back at the inn.
We go to the orphanage.
Before we continue on with other potential situations, I would like to rest, asleep.
Then the question is, do we go to the orphanage before or after talking to the governor so we can move about the city freely?
Well, if we stay here, we are like 2 blocks away from the governor's estate. I think it's best if we get that monkey off our back.
Yes.
It seems like a good idea. Sorry, and what were you trying to say? I did not mean.
Who?
Wow, my brain just went sideways. My I lost the character name.
Who are you referring to?
Nicomund?
Yeah, that one.
I guess you guys want to rest instead of going straight to the orphanage.
Things wind up in a fight. I'm no use for you right now.
Okay, Nicomund goes to the
Also, if you want someone
most
convinced to
comfortable
do
chair.
exactly what we need them to do, I'm no use for you right now either.
I'm fine with resting.
It is the middle of the night. I would like a rest. Continue on with other potential dangers.
Sleep is good. I don't need it, but for you, we should sleep.
Well, here's the map. The orphanage, as marked, is down over that way. To the southwest corner. I gotta draw that arrow every time. Southwest corner. There you go.
And the governor's house is
Up here,
Here?
the citadel. Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, let's rest and then go talk to the governor.
Okay. Before
Because I
we
have
rest-
I have all of the information that we collected about Dipshit McGee
Mhm.
as like this is what we have to justify that I murdered him. Executed. It was not a murder, it was an execution. Lawfully wrought, according to the laws of the Cogonut.
You can definitely try. Before we long rest, does anybody else have anything they want to do through the night, etc., etc.?
Nicomund's just gonna point his healing hands at himself and just prophylactically hit myself. Brief,
Gotcha.
bright white light rolls over Nicomund.
You
Like-
certainly feel purified afterwards.
I like to take the time to try to get the blood out of my normal clothing.
Mm-hmm. Where you try to find water, there is an unseen servant. It's just sort of mystical figure that looks like mist. Coalesced in a vaguely humanoid shape that's sort of much shorter than you. Just sort of comes up and just points in a direction and leads you to what looks like a wash basin type situation, or where they do their laundry, you know? And there's all sorts of things that you can use to help you with that.
If you would like some help with that, help you get that.
Did we not have the conversation about magic bad?
Well,
It's
we're hidden
obvious,
right
man.
now.
Yes, turning people into icicles is a bad idea.
I will
But-
do it myself.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna go flake out and pass out.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Did you actually want to build a harness for Eshrif,
Oh, yeah.
or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
A
just
harness
roll
and
me...
a leash.
Okay. I need like a general handiness, so you can just do a dexterity check. Sleight of hand? No, just dexterity.
That's not that bad. You just have to get a rope, tie it into a noose around the turtle, and there you go.
You're able to do a tad bit better than a noose around the turtle. You sort of secure it around his shell. It would hold through most things as long as the turtle doesn't, I don't know, bite through it or get yanked out, but generally suitable for its purpose.
Okay, I'm gonna start with some like. I'd ask the unseen servant for like some vegetables and stuff.
Mhm.
And start to train the turtle using
Okay.
my beast trainer stuff.
Let's see. You have been using your beast trainer quite a lot.
I think.
Let's see if you can level up or not.
Oh, look at me go.
Go for the eyes, Eshrif.
He just blinks.
Beast tamer. Slow blinks. He slow blinks. There's a very big difference.
Specifically at Nicomund.
Yeah.
Let's see what you have. You have obeying commands. Is there any particular level up that you think would be useful, or that you're looking to get right now?
Like in the apprentice one.
Still in rank 1 for now. You can, I think, beast talent makes a lot more sense. Like taught to follow basic commands with a week of training and 50 gold pieces. And I'll keep like a clock of the 2 animals that you're trying to train until they become fully commandable, shall we say. But there's also the other options.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn between beast talents and enduring companion.
Go ahead, look through, and when you decide, you let me know. In the meantime,
can I let you can I let you know tomorrow? Because I have 0 brain cells to think about this.
yes. Don't worry about it. We'll develop it. Hey, just in time.
Thanks, quest accepted for the
accepted.
raid.
Woo! Welcome,
Hey,
raiders!
how's it going?
With 6
Welcome.
people. We love you all. And I
Welcome
swear
on
I'm not
in
high,
for-
I'm just tired.
She's both high and tired.
Over there trying to train turtles.
I am. I'm not just training. I've made him the perfect fucking harness with a leash.
He's got a baby harness for a turtle.
You gotta show
I'm
the
still-
picture, man. Show the
Yeah.
picture.
I'm still just imagining him just like a discus, just like he just yeet him at people.
No, it'll be one of those. It'll be one of those like reel him up, put him in the back, so then I can like do stuff.
For oral of quest accepted friends, let me show you Eshrif the tortoise, which has now been adopted into Ariun's
menagerie?
pantheon, her menagerie, just for the comfort.
Isn't he cute?
My
Oh my
problem
god,
is-
he really likes to slow blink.
My problem
At
is with this
Nicomund.
turtle, the one thing that comes to mind is like you'll see online like the scenario of like you get $10 million but somewhere in the world is a snail that if it touches you, it kills you, and it just is always hunting you. That's what I'm picturing with this turtle.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
But look he's got a little smile on his face. He's so cute.
He's so adorable and has never done anything wrong. We'll keep that turtle picture up just for therapies.
For therapies.
At the moment, you have discovered the location of an orphanage that Ibn Sina wants you to check out, and you have the option of visiting the Citadel. Everybody take a long rest as you get comfortable beds for the night.
Some sauce. Cause
Okie dokie.
now
Morning
here's
noises.
the question for you. If we go and talk to the governor, how fucked are you?
How fucked am I?
Yeah.
I might not have a map, but I'll be good. I can improve.
No.
Ibn Sina.
Just making sure that we're
How
not
fucked
going to
is-
be like
No, don't worry about that.
messing
me.
you up too much.
I'm an overthinking DM. I have planned for everything.
Oh, I'm not. I don't do that. What's the plan? I don't need a plan. Fuck the plan.
Okay, what do you want to do in the morning? There's breakfast laid out for you as you awake. It's fresh. There's some porridge, and there's some cured meats on a table, some cheeses, a couple of fresh baked flatbreads to go with it, some hummus, you know.
Some
Hey,
fruits
all
and
the good stuff.
vegetables.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Sounds so good.
I eat and I feed Eshrif. And I give him little
You see-
scritches.
Where Eshraf is, Tekwani sort of comes up and she sort of growls at him.
Tekwani's not with us.
Takwani's at the end.
She's at the inn.
She's still back there? You left her there?
We didn't go back.
Yeah, Takwani's
bad.
at the inn under the care of the little kid.
My bad.
I
Don't
did
think
pay
it
them
was a
really
little
well to
kid.
take care of her.
Well, he
She
was.
just
He was
sent
like a
her
teenager.
son.
Yeah. The innkeeper's son, yeah.
That's close.
What I'm thinking is after we go talk to the governor and get ourselves kind of not hunted through the city, then we can go get Tekwani and then we can go to the orphanage. A dog that has been training to be an emotional support dog who was supposed to be an attack dog.
Got replaced
has-
by a turtle.
Yep, I
Hakeem,
We're
love
in,
my
uh,
dog.
Hakeem's gonna do his, since he can't do his 10-kilometer run this morning, he's gonna do like 10 minutes of burpees, and then 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, some mountain
Some
climbers,
crunches.
some crunches, yeah, little bit of everything. Does the weird yoga pose where you're on your hands and your head with your legs folded over the top, hanging to stretch out your spine,
Oh, that's
kind of thing.
fun. That one's fun.
I can't do that.
And as this is all happening, we've finished eating breakfast. We're all just sitting there watching, waiting, like tapping our foots, like, all right, let's go.
No, he's probably been up way longer than Dawn, man.
Yeah, probably.
I get up first
We're-
light.
Or he's procrastinating because he doesn't want to go admit to the governor that he's wrong.
No, I would.
he was wrong for
fully
running.
No, I would admit to what happened.
We're in Ibn Sina's
it?
workshop, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, we're in
You're
his house.
courtyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just in his courtyard?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to look for just another plank of wood that I can carve on and mess with. Something.
Oh, you
Anything.
see, there is a plank of wood that's resting between two potted plants. Just, it's been there a while. It's got that aged look.
All right, I'm taking it.
I'll also change back into my normal clothes, not my fancy clothes.
Okay.
I will change into my fancy clothes.
Already in.
As we
Fanciest
wake up,
robes
I
ever.
take the mask off and like go wash my face and stuff, and just let my face breathe for a bit without having the mask. Since we're inside a magic house.
That is true. At some point during breakfast, there is a llama that sort of walks by the table, from one room into another. That just sort of looks at you, Fenrir.
And Rick?
Ick.
Fen, fuck. Fen! The looking
Fenrir,
thing.
isn't Fenrir like
Walks
that
away.
big
Wolf.
Norse
Yes,
dog?
Fenrir is
Yeah.
The most
Wolf?
like known one is he's a wolf from Norse mythology.
I'm just gonna call you Fen.
Oh,
And
good old
we'll all
Fenny
know which-
boy.
Fenny
I do
boy.
have a question about the llama.
Mm-hmm.
How does his groove look?
I was about to say.
Fairly new? I would say fairly new.
Mhm.
Got a new groove. I dig it.
It's got a little bounce to the
Now,
step.
Fox, Emperor's New Groove is the reference for that. That's a bit of an older one, but it is a Disney movie where the
I haven't
Emperor
actually
is
seen
a
it,
bit.
Oh my god!
No.
but I know about it.
You have
I
to
know
go watch
about
it. It's a really good
Come
one.
on.
Alright, so we go to
Pull the
the
lever,
orphanage,
Krug.
or we go to the governor's house.
Governor's house.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
That's Mulan.
I know.
That's Mulan, yeah. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your... Yeah.
Okay. Morning. City is yours. Move your token.
Going to the governor's house.
Let's be a little thinking about this.
Okay, you make the
Since-
plan.
Since there are soldiers that are like staking out his house, we go out the back door we went out last time, and hopefully there's a crowd we can kind of disappear into.
Hmm. What time do you leave? Is my question. If you want a crowd, I guess.
Let's go for like 8 o'clock.
Okay. 8 in the morning.
And I will
you leave the
definitely put
house?
my mask back on before we leave. Just point of order.
Gotcha. I figured you would. I'm not gonna be super anal about that unless you like say I take my
Okay.
mask off in public, and then I'm gonna be like, "Are you sure about that?"
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
Don't worry. Okay, there is. I wouldn't say a crowd. There's still much sparser people than there were 2 or 3 days ago, but there are some people wandering around masks. Yes.
While we've been traveling through the city, have there been other masked warriors or no?
None in the style that you've seen. There've been a lot of step raiders, step warriors in their
But no
garb,
masked
but
warriors.
none
Lot
with
of
a
s-
human style mask.
Yeah, so none of my subclass, basically.
Mm.
Okay.
Fuck's sake. Keep your step brothers away.
As we step out, it looks like the city's like not quite in lockdown, like full, curfew, nobody on the streets locked down.
Not anymore. It doesn't look like there are people going,
Okay.
but it's more of just people generally avoiding leaving if they can, kind of situation, But there are people out and about. A boot.
Boot in the boot.
Boot in the boot. Sorry.
Don't give me that look.
Sorry.
Okay,
I'm not.
Mr. Words. Your shot to go.
Okay, so we head towards the Citadel and keeping an eye out for any guards so we can go the other way and avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll walk up to the gate at the Citadel with everyone, probably say about 5-6 feet behind me.
Should I go up with you because I'm the step lady?
You can probably just hang a little bit behind. You're with me, but yeah,
You're doing my talking.
yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. As you approach
I will
the
just
gate,
look like a person.
Mhm.
I'm wrong.
there
Sorry.
is. No, you're good. There is one of the guards that looks slightly familiar to you, Derek. And he sort of does a double take at you coming up to him. And the other guard looks completely new. and they both sort of say, state your business.
I get a name for the guard that looks familiar.
Did you?
That might have been before I started taking notes. Did you give me a name?
None that I remember. Freaking hell.
His name's Jim.
Yeah.
Jimothy.
Jim Pickens. No, it's not.
Jarnathan.
I love that.
So I'll walk up to the guard that looks familiar. Just be like, I'm not sure you remember. I was here the other day looking to provide services for the governor in tailoring.
Oh, yes, we tried to send a messenger after you, but they couldn't reach you.
Oh, that's disappointing. Does that mean that the governor is open for that discussion?
Well, yes. He was rather excited. Well, that was a couple days ago, actually. Now he's probably really, really busy with the murder.
See, it's funny that you mentioned that because I've actually got some information that he might appreciate.
Really? He sort of takes out pocket square and just wipes sweat off. Please tell me it's not gonna get me killed.
No, actually, we, not just to everyone behind me, have the identities of the people that were involved.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just wait here a second. I just need to tell my captain, and then we'll see if we're allowed in. Just hang back here, and I'll be right back.
That is so
Sort of-
literal. Literal, and like we know that it means that it's us, and they go, oh, they know who it was. Man,
You're evil. You're so evil. He
was
appears
good.
back a couple minutes later, again, sort of mopping up sweat. All right, you can come in.
So I'll
Oh,
start.
petting the turtle.
Before we go into the house proper, they will ask you to leave your weapons outside.
Nicomund looks sad when he says that. But he
You know,
takes
Want
out.
me to
Would-
leave my bow?
I only have a little bit of experience with your culture. Would that include your fellow step warrior?
Hmm.
The other
He
ones I
starts-
might be able to convince. She has a bit of a thing about the bow.
He sort of looks to you, Ariun, and starts speaking in Mongolian. You are from the steppes. What tribe are you from?
I am from Clan Batar.
Indeed. I have heard much of Clan Batar. You may keep your bow sheathed, I would recommend.
course.
But you may keep it on your person.
Of course, I can give you my scimitar and short sword if you wish.
We would appreciate that.
Yeah, and I would pass those over and make sure that the bow is right on the back.
All right. They take your weapons. Is anybody going to try and hide stuff, is my question. Or is anybody
No.
not giving up your weapons, besides?
How do
No,
you hide
I'll hand them up.
these?
You put them in your pocket.
Put
Yeah.
them in your pocket.
Now
I'll
hand
hand-
the hand axe.
I'll hand my I got a couple daggers, a bow, like a short bow, and quiver. I hand him over. It's like, these are all for show. I'm not. You know how it is, right? You travel the roads. People try and pick a fight, but you pull a knife on them. You know, they give you second thoughts. I'm not very good with them.
Right. The rather sort of chunky warrior that's sort of looking. He's got more of like a rotund, robust build. And he's sort of looking at that shitty chip dagger that you have, and he's like,
There's a reason I have her.
tosses it.
I hand over 4 daggers. I just kind of pull them out of different places in my robe. And then as I hand over my yatagan, I tell him, be very careful. I earn my freedom with that sword.
Uh-huh. He sort of takes it, puts it on the counter.
I will kill you if my sword is damaged.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he speaks
Hakeem,
Arabic.
Hakeem. Diplomacy.
This is diplomacy. This is one warrior asking another to respect his weapon.
You can head inside. He speaks. And Imran, you're going with them.
Do the other two drop their weapons?
Yeah, I'll hand over my hand axe and just pull out my slingshot. Just like, you can have this if you... This is child's plaything.
This is a toy.
Exactly.
He
I
puts it
get
down.
bored.
Right. You want to bring this child? Sorry.
He has his uses. Like, have you ever had to like get through a narrow gate to like unlock the door? That's what he does for us.
I've never had to do that. I live on the steps.
He came across the wrong type of people at one point, hence the mask.
My
I think-
sincere apologies. You must have
I-
fought quite the battle. It is a good scar.
Some people say it is good scars. Most people just, don't really like the sight of burn marks across someone's face. Easier to
Eh,
just hide.
These
A
types
torch
of
is
people
not
they live in
friendly whenever
cities.
pushed into your eyesight.
Indeed, it is not. You may go,
Nicomund?
strange ones.
Nicomund takes out his sickle, his dagger, his dagger, his dagger, and his dagger.
Lose them often, do you?
No, they were just sitting in my bag.
Right.
I kind of look at the table and it's like, we have a thing for daggers.
There's like this entire wooden table filled with all sorts of weapons and a lot of fucking daggers.
We
I'll
have
just reach up and
information
pat
on the
Derek.
people who killed people. Hey, look at all our weapons.
I'll just reach up and pat Derek's arm, just like, it is okay. It is average for everybody.
Look at the guards like, they're gonna keep cracking jokes if we don't keep going, so please lead the way.
Please head in. Imran, you're in charge. And the guard that came with you sort of said, right, this way. He sort of arranges himself, his cap just straightens it up a little bit, removes all his sweat once again. He says, right, this is the way, come on.
And once we like get inside, I kind of like step up beside the guard and just be like, so I do have to apologize. I didn't catch your name the first time around. I am Derek.
Imran, I am Imran.
And I feel embarrassed to ask this, but is there anything that we should know about the governor before we speak with him? Is there anything that would make him particularly upset and want to remove heads from shoulders?
Like disrespect. Well, it is generally nice to be polite, avoid swearing at him mostly. Don't kill him. He's not bad sort. Don't be threatening.
He gets really angry if you kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other people and his wife. Ugh. Wife.
Above table, he would be like the clan chief.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or whoever is left in charge of this particular territory.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that she knows to do the
Yep.
appropriate introduction, however that is. I don't know what it is, but my character does.
We won't get into the specifics. They do what is respectful. You enter the sort of chamber because I don't want to misrepresent, I'm not gonna
Exactly.
make something up. So they do whatever is respectful, and you enter this sort of the interior of this house looks like what once was the central living room. There's sort of pelts laid out on the floor in a way to make the room slightly cozier, slightly warmer. They are warriors of all shapes and sizes and types, some with bows, some with arrows, some with spears and other weapons. They're just sort of scattered about, talking to each other in the room. And in the center, there is a wooden sort of chair. It doesn't look very ornate. It's just placed in a very central position. There's someone sitting there that's talking to a couple of attendants. And the door opens and you're invited in. This person looks up. He is... Okay. There is this man. He has a sort of mustache and like the typical beard that's sort of very well kept, long hair that he leaves untied, and he's just sort of sitting in a very relaxed position with a typical garb of the steppes, and he's just sort of talking to he's on the older side, so he's got like, I can't believe I'm saying this again, salt and pepper hair, but it's like with streaks on the side, just at the temples. Okay, that's slightly different. And he looks like he's seen some years. Next to him, he's talking to a younger woman, who's also dressed very, how do I say this, very properly. She looks like a woman of importance. She's wearing quite a level of finery on her, along with a couple of other people in the room. Imran steps forward and he says, "Governor Kaidu, allow me to introduce the tailor. He has presented himself today. Apologies for the interruption, Governor. I think they were not aware." He just sort of waits for you to take the lead as he awkwardly steps to the side.
I'll step forward and just introduce myself and be like, "Governor, it is a pleasure to be in your presence. I am Derek. My companions, if you wish to know them, I can absolutely introduce you. The one that is the most important, I do feel I need to point out, is Ariun Shara of, I don't want to butcher this. There we go. Who is a fellow warrior from the steppes. Yes, I am a tailor. I did approach your guards the other day offering my services, and those services are still on the table. If you or your lovely wife would care to take up that offer, we can discuss that later, but I do have information I believe you would be very interested in knowing.
You speak a lot of words. You are a tailor. You have information, yes?
Yes, particularly about the deaths that occurred in the streets the other day.
So you have brought to me what my warriors have not been able to determine. I wonder how you did such a thing. Explain.
Well, the only way that a proper discourse can go with someone of your stature is honesty. And the reason why I have information that your warriors do not is we're the ones that killed the ones in the street.
You see, he just sort of... Bold of you to come into my city without announcing yourselves. Kill a man in broad daylight on a whim. And then walk into my house.
I wouldn't go so far as to say we killed him on a whim. The reason he's no longer breathing is actually intentional. As I said, the important person to know in my group is Ariun Shara. The reason why we killed this man is because he stole her horse.
Not just my horse, he is the prized colt of the clan Batar.
You are from the clan Batar. You have proof that he stole your horse.
I produce proof.
What
That sounds
proof
like
do you
such a
produce?
convenient spell.
all of the stuff that we have collected.
So, my question is, the stuff that you had collected, the letters from spies and such, is that what you mean?
Maybe? Pretty sure.
Okay. You produce what papers and stuff that you have. And you see one of the aides moves a step to take what it is you have from you. And the chief looks over. And you vouch for this on your honor?
I do.
Then on your clan be it. Although it is not respectful to come into our territory and kill, even though he is a horse thief.
I apologize. We came across him unexpectedly, and then he was going to disappear again.
Very well. What business have you in my city, if I may ask? You are rather a strange bunch.
I was here to find my colt and have since found out that he has left. My companions are here for other reasons. Currently, we're here trying to figure out what is going on with this plague. Sorry. Illness.
You know about this
It is
affliction.
It is very hard not to see it.
For anybody that might be looking closely at whoever's standing by, you see the younger looking woman dressed in finery. She sort of perks up at the moment you mention the plague and the illness, and then she starts listening with more intent. What do you know of this plague that I might not have discovered?
Shit.
We don't have a lot of information. We were just really beginning an investigation into it.
Very well. Break no more laws in the city, and I shall have no reason to see you. And you see the girl sort of leans in to whisper something in his ear, and he sort of frowns a little bit. Very well, you may leave. I have work to be done.
And we will take our leave. And I would just like to mention as we go, if you do wish to list my services for some fine clothes and more Western styles, we are staying at the Living Cauldron.
Ah, yes. Mayhaps I will get something for my niece here. She pesters me so.
I kind of like
the niece just
Uh-huh.
I don't know, phrase this badly, I know. I look over and like kind of like look her up and down as a professional sizing her up. And
He's a
just like
professional tailor.
Using those skills.
Hey, what that niece do?
Go that. I was being good.
I'm sorry.
I just like. I do have. I could come up with something for a reasonable price. I would have to locate some fine fabrics. The journey here has been long. And truth be told, the reason I came to the city is to stock up on some supplies of bolts of fabric and see what I can do to make a living out here. As I do tend to travel a lot, and you have to pay your way through the world. But I'm sure I could find something that would be quite flattering for her.
Very well. We shall contact you if needed. Now, please leave me to my work.
I'll bow back out.
Yeah, I do the
Mhm.
traditional, like, bye.
Greeting. Yep, and the guard leads you out, and you see Imran sort of wipes away his sweat, and he's like, "So you killed somebody?"
We killed a few people.
It was a justified execution, not a murder.
A horse thief.
Yeah. Very bad business.
Well,
He should have known better.
indeed, he should have. This is the wrong city to do things like that. Wish you well on your journey, sister.
Thank you.
And friends.
And I really want to go get my dog now.
Yeah, you're free to go. They show you out.
We get outside the gates. I just kind of look around, like, well, that was productive.
It was.
That was much smoother than I thought it would.
It was much smoother than I thought it was gonna go.
My clan does
Yeah.
have a reputation for having very good horses.
They are very
So-
respected from the
Mhm.
reactions that you were given when you gave your name. Nicomund, as you guys begin your journey walking towards the living cauldron, there's again, although there's been wind blowing through the seams just now, that breeze, and there's almost a tug on your ear. You see nothing when you turn around.
When we go past the Mustakim Inn,
Not anywhere specific. You're sort of just retreat, and then you feel it again after you cross another couple blocks, and he says, "Psst."
did you guys hear that?
No.
Yeah,
No?
Do you hear the voice right now?
Which side
I'll
did
start-
the whisper come from?
On your right side.
I'm gonna start
Uh,
looking around, trying to figure out what's going on.
I'll look over to my right. Do I see anything?
Not really. Just people walking by, just seeing you look at them. They sort of look back at you. What do you want? Keep going.
I'm just gonna keep looking around. I don't understand what's happening.
Does this happen
Okay.
often where you just hear something that's not there?
Must be these lands. They're magical. Wink, wink. And Nicomund is a very crude wink.
Oh boy.
If it were the land, would the rest of us not hear it, though? Makes me kind of think it's something about you.
Told you I don't know how this works.
You also don't know how to wink.
That was a perfectly okay wink.
I'm just picturing Nicomund going, like, looking up and going, that hard, like, blink.
It works.
Well, eventually you sort of make it up to the Dogoran Kazan. It's a little bit less lively as you enter. It's a little bit quieter, typical as the rest of the city. But the barmaid sort of looks happy to see you come in, the barkeeper. Oh, you have returned.
Yes. How did my dog fare?
Well, there was some chewing of things, but eventually I think my son managed to figure it out. She calls out for her son, and he comes out with a sort of puppy that's just sort of like passed out, napping in his arms. You can very clearly see her sort of like kicking at things in her sleep as he sort of brings her out. She was very energetic, and he has dark circles under his eyes.
Yes. She's going to be a working dog.
Please take her.
Thank you.
She is very cute.
Seems you earned the money I gave you. Good job. I can't remember how
They
much
can
I gave
sleep
them.
now. I think I give them like 5 gold
Like
or
a
something
gold or-
like that.
No, I gave them more than 1 gold. It's like 5 or 10 or something.
Well, you can find out by rewatching this video. All right, you have your dog.
While they're doing that, Nicomund's going to go up to the room privately. He's going to walk in, shut the door, and then he's going to do that. Look around and go, "Who's there? What's happening?"
If I see him go up, can I try and like sneak up behind him to listen behind the door?
You certainly can. Go ahead, do stealthy. Nicomund, are you perceptively looking around? You can do me a perception check.
That would be a 9.
Wow.
Derek, do you have inspiration? It's a new day.
It is a new day.
We're gonna blow our inspiration on a fucking stealth check against our party.
Lola.
That is a 19 this time.
Ooh, okay. Remember to mark off your inspiration.
I never marked that I had it, so.
Okay, good enough. Nicomund, as you go up to your room, the windows are closed. Oh my god, puppy. And where there is no obvious source of wind coming, there is a slight breath against your right ear once again. It's just me.
Who are you?
Just a servant, a creature. God, do you need to know my name?
I can't see you. Who's there?
It just sort of coalesces into a very transparent sort of figure. It has 4 limbs, very humanoid shaped, but there are 2 wings coming from its back. It's got very pointed features. What looks like it's very pale, smoky sort of skin. There's what looks like a beard that's sort of like pointed, those pointed beard type things. Its nose is very sharp and comes to an end. It has 2 spiky ears. Very impish in appearance, but it looks like it's almost see-through, like it's made of air, barely visible to your eye.
What are you?
Hi. I have an air method. Or are they called smoke methods? Fuck me.
I think it's a smoke method.
Technically, I'm gonna say this one's made of air because I want it to be.
You are the DM. It's your game.
Why are you doing this to me?
Well, there's a job you're supposed to be doing, and you're not doing it, and the boss is angry, so he sent me.
No one told me about a job.
Well, we're not supposed to say it, obviously, but you weren't really getting a lot of the hints we were sending your way. So, boss decided a less subtle approach was needed. Hence, me. They call me Puff. It is nice to make your acquaintance.
Nicomund doesn't
Such a
shake
cute
his hand.
name.
But you're not a.
Nicomund? Nicomund is a what?
Doesn't shake his hand.
Okay. Well, apparently teaching manners is also part of my job.
Well, is it polite to haunt someone? This has been going on for days.
Haunt? Excuse you, I don't haunt.
They all think I'm crazy.
Well, you know. That was a little bit fun, okay. That was a little bit just for fun. Oh, it was great. They kept looking at you weird and talking behind your back. It was... What?
They were talking behind my back?
Only sometimes. They were worried. They thought you were going crazy.
I'm looking at an air thing floating. How do I know I'm not going crazy?
You don't. Just kidding. I'm here. He sort of reaches out and smacks you across the face. See? Very much present.
What job?
Well, it's more of a directive in general. Help people. We're gonna fix you right up. We know about your past. Well, boss knows about your past and he told me.
What do you know?
Everything. You know, the house, the little... You saw a picture, I was there. Did you think nobody noticed?
There was a lot of people at that battle.
And a lot of non-people too. It was an important day. Boss, he took a particular liking to you. I don't know why, I don't see it myself. But, you know, I ain't the boss. Now, there's something you have to do. Because things in the city that you have caused are going to get really, really bad, and because I said so. Well, boss said so.
Why me?
Why does the wind blow in one direction and not the other? I don't know. I didn't ask. You can ask boss when you get powerful enough, I suppose. Just have to make sure you don't die first. That's my job.
Think I'm going to die?
Well, it is a dangerous world, and you're gonna have to fight fires. Oh yes, I have to tell you about that. So, that's a thing that's happening in the city. They're putting people in, well, people they think have the plague, they put them in houses and they're going to burn them. They are burning them. And you have a very good job as the hero in this story. You have to stop that.
I'm not a hero.
Well, we'll make one out of you yet. Takes a bit of work. It's what we're good at.
Why me?
Well, it makes for an interesting story, doesn't it? Plus, boss is bored. Doesn't get to move around much. He's trying.
They're already
doing
burning
this like-
houses?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know the plague.
Yeah. What's causing the plague?
You know about this. Those fucking weird little moth creatures. Lullabies, that's a terrible name. It's not like they
Oh,
sing.
you were in the room with us, right?
I've been watching you. So, your friend's listening at the door. Good luck explaining. And, yeah, do your best, don't die. And he sort of dissipates.
I love that little guy.
Right? He's so fucking cute.
Thanks.
So I'm assuming Alien heard one half of this conversation?
No, you did hear. Give me a perception check. I want to see just how, because he is a literal puff of air. I want to see exactly how much you heard.
All the things.
Okay,
18.
not bad. There were a couple of words here and there that were lost to you, but you got the general gist of a conversation. He was talking to something. You have no clue what that is. It had a very high-pitched, sort of annoying tone. A little bit breathy on the side, but he was talking to something. And it did very clearly hear the part where it said your friend is listening outside.
Okay, so once he says, good luck, don't die, I'll just drop my head. It's like, open the door, walk in, close it behind me. So you have a new friend?
No. I don't think it's a friend.
I don't think it's an enemy.
It brought me here. Of course it's an enemy.
It mentioned a battle?
Yeah.
Was this a battle that was going well for you or not well for you?
It was going well.
So what's the last thing you remember before you were brought here?
Did you see the drawing?
Have I seen the drawing?
I don't think you were in the room when she was drawing it for you, and after that it was destroyed. So I'm gonna go with no, you haven't seen
No.
the drawing.
Just burning, raiding, pillaging, and more.
Is that what you were doing, or you were fighting against that?
That's what I was doing.
I assume that's where the red moniker comes from.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
And so then you just blank out, middle of a battle, wind up, I'm assuming, halfway around the world to your perspective.
Wandering through the desert.
And you have no idea who this boss is.
Hey, at least I'm not crazy. Or maybe we're both crazy. I don't know. I don't understand it.
As much as I like to say we're not, I did hear you talking to something called Puff. So I'm hoping not. But shared hallucinations happen. They build whole religions on those.
I heard Puff too.
It doesn't sound terrible. Like, it sounds like they're trying to help you. They want you to seemingly be a hero. Although, I think they made things just so much more complicated for us.
How so?
Do you know that they were burning people alive in house fires?
Oh, no, I assume that meant the villagers are burning other villagers in house fires.
Well, regardless, whether it's the cognates trying to get rid of the plague by burning the infected, or it's the citizens of the city trying to get rid of the infection by burning the infected, people are still being thrown into houses and killed by setting the house on fire.
Oh, you were implying that it was this air method that was doing the burning. Okay, I understand.
No. No, the air method wants us to stop the fires.
Yeah. All right, well,
I have to ask, how much of that conversation did you actually pay attention to?
all of it. They're cursing me. Very important to me. I don't like to be cursed.
Curses tend to be negative.
This isn't
You're-
negative. I'm in a city with the plague, and every time I try and help, you guys yell at me.
That's not the curse. The curse would be the abilities that they've given you. And if it was a curse, have you ever heard of a curse where someone heals people?
I've rarely heard of anyone healing anyone magically.
The only thing that we need to work on is discretion. You want to learn discretion, my friend? I can teach you to be discreet. Not sneaky, but discreet.
I need a drink. And Nicomund goes for the door down to the bar.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. My recommendation, don't tell anyone else about this.
Okay.
Not yet, anyways.
Well, with that, the rest of you see the two of them descending the stairs after spending quite a bit of time upstairs. And it is approaching. What hour shall we say it is? Like 10 o'clock. Why not?
Questions I want to ask as a person, but Fenric doesn't know the question.
The
I guess you
orphanage
simply-
now, no?
Yes.
You don't ask.
Yes, that would be a good idea. Let's get that done as quickly as we can.
Nicomund's going to take a road beer.
A road beer?
Road soda.
Okay. Well, a road soda, gotcha. I don't know what a to-go cup equivalent is at that time, but you get a to-go cup. You get a medieval to-go cup.
He's got multiple water skins.
Yeah, I would just assume that it's more of a you bring your own cup type situation.
Yeah.
No,
they
I'll
sort of
just
look at you and
I'll
ask
I'll
for
get a
beer.
mug. I'll take a mug and I'll put extra money on the table to take the mug with me.
Gotcha.
What we don't know is that this bartender was actually the inventor of the sippy cup for exactly this reason.
All right, so you leave there, you make your way to the orphanage. It's a little bit of a trek. It's approaching 11, like early afternoon, as you head towards the southwestern part of the city. And you approach what looks like, the closer you get to this part of the city, the less crowd there is. This orphanage is slightly up on an incline on a hill almost. It's a rather large building, but the houses around it are kind of abandoned, like in this area, although you know of the tallow chandlers. Closer towards the gate is where there's plenty of people, usually. But this particular area seems to be avoided. Let me bring you all to what you walk into.
Oh, she's got a map prepared, guys.
I do.
Nicomund looks
You have
haunted
thought
as
to
we
be-
approach the orphanage.
Are you
I
okay?
haven't even haunted you guys yet.
Take a drink. Yeah, I'm fine.
Insight check.
I mean, he does visibly look haunted, but sure.
It's even called the orphanage.
Did not have visibility.
Yep, I haven't pulled you guys there yet. 1 second.
Oh, okie dokie.
23.
Yep. You see Nicomund's on the verge of panic.
You not like orphanage?
No.
Why not?
Let's just get this over with.
Okay.
You got the turtle on there too.
Is it nighttime? I can't see.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Lighting. While I fix that. Chatter.
Love how you put the turtle on the board.
Thank you.
I don't have control of said turtle, but I love that the turtle is there.
The turtle is mine.
The turtle's on a leash and he's currently in my bag.
Global liberation.
Well, actually, he's probably... No, it's too quiet. Not quiet. Fuck. Slow. Too slow.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Hold on. You guys still can't see, huh?
We can
I
see
can see.
some stuff.
Or can you?
We can see up
okay,
till the
okay.
wall.
Okay, my foundry's lagging. Okay, good. So that's correct. That's what you should be able to see.
Hmm.
As you guys approach, there is what looks
I
like
think
an
we're-
overgrown.
Where are
Yeah, I
we
don't think I'm
missing?
there. Nicomund's not there.
Alright, give me a second to reload and I'll put you there. As you guys approach this building, you see what looks like an aged building made of white sandstone and ashen wood sort of cobbled together. Well, not cobbled together, it's rather... It gives you a sense of somebody put a lot of thought into building this. And it's strange that it's being used as an orphanage almost. Gosh. Maps, why must you screw me over? As you approach, there's like a garden in front of it, very overgrown, and there's a hedge and front entrance. Did you hear that?
There's a front
Yep.
entrance.
Sorry, what?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There is a front entrance, so
I'm waiting for the mouth to lead.
I still don't see anything other than just gray and black. No details at all.
okay, Nicomund, I'll fix your token. While the rest
Sure.
of you let me know what you're doing.
I'll walk
just
up to the
walk in.
door and listen and check for traps, I guess.
You know those orphans. Deadly.
Assassin or diddly.
Nicomund, try reloading. Those of you who are rolling your checks, let me know.
Scroll down on the map. Because you can only see right now the bottom portion of it. You might be looking too high up on the map as well.
I want to
Reloading.
perceive. I cannot perceive. But
I
Tekwani
got a
is going to
14.
perceive.
For listening and stuff.
Okay.
Ooh, Tekwani is listening hardcore, man. She's finally starting to get it.
She's so good.
I'm dealing with the turtle.
Nicomund, does it work?
Now it works. Now.
Perfect. Sometimes it's just annoying. Okay. As you guys approach and listen, Ariun, it's not that you're not paying attention, it's that something else catches the corner of your eye as you go to approach the door. It's a well in the corner that looks overgrown, but there's something off about the top of it that doesn't quite fit the rest. Tekwani sort of
Where's the
at
well?
door. To your right, over here,
Over on the right side.
Oh, okay.
at the end of the garden.
Okay.
Derek, you listen, you don't hear anything or any signs of activity behind the door. Tekwani just sort of looks, tilts her head, and just sort of turns back to you, wagging her tail.
So she doesn't appear to be distressed on anything. Okay. I give her a nice little scritch and a piece of jerky.
Perfect.
Well, isn't
I'll
anybody
put her.
going to knock on the door?
Okay, the door opens. It opens up rather smoothly. There is a strange sight that greets you as you open. On the stone tiles that look rather nice and artistic, there are an assortment of what looks like clothes of all kinds just sort of scattered around. When you first look in, a couple of sconces, what looks like paths that you can go to, 3 that branch off right off the entrance.
So anyone staring at us out windows with a 16 perception?
None that you can see. The windows are actually boarded up, is what you notice. And they look like they have been for a while.
It seems like somebody is not good about their laundry.
Not to
So I think this
mention
is the
all
point where-
spider webs.
Hakeem now takes the lead.
I step in. Do I trigger any traps?
You step in.
Hello. We are here to check on children.
Your voice sort of echoes throughout the couple of corridors that you're in. You notice cobwebs just across in the distance, hanging left and right. A little bit of dust sort of rises.
I kind of feel
Nothing
like
answers.
no one has been here in a while.
Well, let's
How
just start opening doors and see what we can find.
thick
If
is
you
the
want.
dust?
I have my
Is there
bow
like
out.
just a thick layer?
Roll me a survival just to see if you can understand what that means or how much it...
In survival?
Okay. From what you can piece together, it's similar to a scene you've seen before. It seems like people left in a hurry, and it's been quite a while. There's a layer of dust, cobwebs, just general sense that these clothes have been here easily months, perhaps years, honestly, possible.
I
But
And like the
more likely to be in the months.
yes, it is pretty strange that whoever it was here left. Very big hurry.
I listen at this door on the left. Do I hear anything?
Roll me a perception check. Nicomund, as you're standing at the entrance to this orphanage, you see Eshref sort of looks at you, and then to a spot beside you, and he blinks. And then he continues following Ariun. And at the spot where he blinks, the air seems to coalesce into a creature. And it's Puff. It looks a little bit like this.
Dude,
But
my turtle
exactly.
sees Puff? That's funny.
You don't know that.
No, above board. Above board.
Above board, yes.
My turtle is a special turtle.
He's special. Puff appears and he says, "Ugh, bad memories, huh?"
I don't want to go in.
You're gonna have to, but something else you should see. And he points in the direction of the well. You wanted proof. I'd check over there.
Dude, my 4 was a real? Juice.
Proof? Proof of what?
Involvement. You asked, the master provides. Well, it wasn't the master, but you might want to brace yourself for this.
Nicomund's gonna crack open the well and just peek, but like, kind of like watching a horror movie peek, you know?
Mm-hmm. At the bottom of the well, you see what looks like remnants of wood floating at the top. Oh, it's a box, a crate of sorts. Blue, just sort of lying there. There's a strange marking on it. Wax seal.
Motherfucker.
Hakeem, where you are, you hear nothing.
Above table.
Polluting the
Does
water
it look
source.
like the boxes that we brought into the city with what's his fucking name?
You could check.
Is there any way for me to get the box?
I'm not there. I don't know.
You can. It takes you a little bit of time, and honestly, Puff goes and helps you just a little bit. He's like, I don't get paid enough. I don't get paid at all. And he carries out what looks like a piece of the broken box up to you, and it has that symbol that you've seen before, the man stabbing the lion.
Which is the symbol that we brought the box of?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck's sake, motherfucker.
Okay.
I knew I didn't like that jackass.
Evidence.
Open the door.
Puff disappears.
Cheers.
Sure. You open the door. More corridors, more doors.
Fuck, is that a fucking assassin? Oh god, I have so many questions.
Yeah, like I said, there's. I want to ask questions, but Fenric has no idea.
Fenric? Nicomund?
Nicomund will stand at the front door and kind of like the person in the horror movie who sees the monster can't quite find their voice. Hey guys, anyone?
Can we hear him?
Yeah, he's echoing down the hallway. I mean, there's a door right there.
I'll go back and just kind of look at him. It's like, you alright?
And Nicomund's gonna hold out the box with the box remnant with the wax signal and go, this was in the well.
Huh. I don't think we need to investigate through here anymore.
Is there anyone left alive in there?
I think maybe we should still double check.
Who was the person that opened this door? The one in the first room?
That was
it
me.
you? Okay. When you opened the door, what you saw was the body. There's a rather, looks like a guard's body that just sort of sprawled onto the floor. Looks like it's been there for a while.
Oh, so like that brown thing is like an old blood stain?
No, that's a carpet, but
Okay. That's why I kind of, it's like, oh, it looks like a carpet.
it's a
You know, it was that guy's first day on the job. Okay. He didn't know what he was doing.
Can I make a medicine check and see how the guard died?
Sure, go ahead, roll for me.
Does he still have like squishy bits, or is it just like a skill?
22.
Let's see.
Well, I'm not there, so just a...
Over the table question, got it. 22, as you check over this body, it seems it's been here about the same time as like a couple months at least, so it's decayed and all, etc. It is holding what looks like small daggers, and on closer look, the guard outfit seems kind of shoddy. Fake. It sort of folds apart at the touch.
Do the daggers look similar to the blades that the assassin who attacked Adam was wielding?
These are very
Okay.
similar. Maybe the build of it is similar. They have a very light look, like easily concealed, that kind of thing, very easy to wield. But it doesn't have any of the elaborate etchings or personal markings, etc., that might have been on whatever you saw previously.
Gotcha.
This one is a very standard looking dagger. It's very well furnished. Though you don't see any personal items of note as you look around. It doesn't look very homey or lived in.
Does
There's
it
a
look
chest in the corner.
Does it look like he was stabbed to death?
No.
Was I able to tell how he died with a 22? I know the body's a couple months old, so it started to decay.
You figure it might be some sort of sickness that killed him.
Okay.
It seemed he sort of curled into a fetal position near the end and sort of doesn't seem to be any external wounds.
There's no like
Where's
note.
everybody else?
Is there like a note or anything in the room, like a journal?
You can search for it. Fenric, where did you go?
To the right.
To the right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody else went left, and I went.
Gotcha. Okay, so as you're searching for your notebook, Fenric, the room that you enter looks to be rather magnificent. There is, again, same layer of dust, of disuse around it, but it is a very large library. $15. Doesn't seem to be any diary of sorts in the room. You do hear the creak as Fenric approaches another down the corridor.
Henrik. Stay together. Assassins kill quick.
Fenric, the room
In
that
another
you're in
room. Do I even
appears-
hear him?
And you hear someone saying in the room. But you look around and it definitely looks like a library, a study room of sorts. There's very nice plush chairs, some table books opened and left out, scattered haphazardly, fireplace in the corner. Strange thing you see, Fenric, is in front of the fireplace there are a couple of cushions, chairs that seem to be gathered, and a strange figure, sort of semi-translucent, but very, very blue. That's what you know. Find a way to describe the... No, I'm not talking about the Smurf. Or a genie.
I'm thinking spirit, dead people. I see dead people. He seems to run into dead people a lot.
Yeah, he really does. He really fucking does, doesn't he?
I don't know
Okay.
what.
Um,
I'm not the one wandering. It's you.
Split the
Oh, I
party,
forgot to upload
guys.
that picture.
I don't even know where he
Great
is.
He's 100
Not that far.
feet to our east,
Oh, he's
and
over
then
here.
somewhere north of that.
Right. I got it.
Not
Okay.
to be worried. Don't worry too much. There is a figure sitting there
Scream.
on the bench, and what looks like the fireplace is stoked, and there is visible warmth coming towards you. It's been stoked up quite a lot, actually. And what looks like a childlike body that's just sort of curled up. There's all sorts of heavy clothing piled up, and a shock of white hair, blue skin, that's just sort of sitting there. The bottom half of her seems almost translucent, sort of blending into the surrounding. And it looked like snowflakes falling around her in this place where she... You may continue.
Okay. I will just calmly. Hello?
She sort of turns a little bit like she heard you, but focuses on the fire. Yes.
What happened there? It seems like everybody's left in a hurry.
What happened? We trusted them. They served him. They helped him. Why would they damn us? She turns to you, and it's almost childlike, her face. Why would they choose us to start all this? And then she turns back, and faces the fire, and sort of shivers a little bit, and curls into herself a little bit more.
Who? Who downed?
She doesn't react to anything you say.
What started the sickness?
Again, she refuses to turn around. Continues looking at the fire crackling.
This is. If I look around, does it seem like there's like any sort of reason why there'd be flakes in particular, like falling around?
It's strangely centered around her, you know? Like a weather phenomenon. As I upload the picture.
It's an El Nino of snowflakes.
It's an El Nino, yes. Nicomund, you hear Fenric talking to somebody. I got it right then. You hear Fenric talking, and another quiet voice at the edge of your hearing, but the rest that went down the other hall, we don't seem to hear anything.
Good for Fenric.
Yes, I'm gonna go looking for Fenric.
Okay.
And I was just what? Who are you? Can you tell me your name?
I don't remember. I'm cold.
Would you like me to stoke the fire a little bit more? To try to
Family
warm
seems
you
to
up?
react. Please. So cold.
I'll look around. Is there something like easily accessible, like some old cushions or something I can toss in?
Oh, yeah.
Or if there's
a
like
couple
some firewood or...
There's plenty of flammable books around, but also a couple of cushions that are old on the floor.
Yeah, my first thing would not be the books. it would definitely be a disposable cushion or something.
Uh-huh. And the rest of you, as you hear a couple Fenric sort of talking, asking questions, echoing down the hallway, and this is what you see. Show players. This is art from the module. It's so pretty.
That is
Cool.
so cool.
Interesting.
I love her outfit. Looks amazing.
She's slaying as she has been slayed. But she's sitting here.
So this is like a full-grown woman.
The closer you get, it seems she is more like a kid going through puberty, you know. They're sort of lanky.
Okay.
The in-between sort of phase. Although the outfit does seem to give her some maturity, but her face is definitely childlike.
Henrik, who is your
Got the baby
friend?
fat.
She doesn't know her.
Does she speak?
And then I'm just tossing some cushions into the fire, just trying to get it stoked up a bit.
And she gets closer. I speak.
How long have you been here?
Since they killed us. Did they kill us? A while. It's been a while.
Yes, it seems like this place has been abandoned quite. Do you know why?
I don't. They just decided one day. They betrayed us. They were supposed to take care of us.
Sophia?
Who's that?
Mansur Al-Yaman? Oh, I don't know if I wrote that name down right.
It's correct, but I don't know who that is. Talking about the
Who
people who cared
were
for
the
us
people?
here.
Yeah, who were the people who took care of you?
They were just the caretakers.
You know any of their names?
Names? There was Ali. There was Nazif, Said, Malik, Osman, Seema. There was a lot of them.
These were all your caretakers? Were there any other here with you? Or was it just yourself?
Other kids, yes. It's a good place. It was. They gave us lots of stuff. At least it was.
How did you die?
Die? It's foggy, but poison. Poison. It was so cold. At the end.
If I can, I'll try to just put my hand just reassuringly on their shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Does he touch your shoulder or go through?
That's why I said if I can.
Okay.
There's barely anything, but there is a little bit.
Without saying a word, I kind of like step out and go back to the entrance to Nicomund, and I see like he's just stuck at the doorway. Just hold my hand out. It's like, I'll take that evidence you found.
Hand it over.
Walk back in, go up to her, set it down on the table, turn it so like the seal is oriented to her, and so does this mean anything to you?
No.
Well, shit.
I'm confused. You're very confused. I'll tell you what happened. Please, could you make it warmer? It helps. My brain is working better.
I'll
Throw a
find
whole
as
fucking
many
chair.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just
find
throw a whole chair
pillows.
on it.
Well, it's a small thing. I'll just
An
yeah.
ottoman? Sure, you throw the ottoman in there. She sort
Yeah,
of warms
Yeah,
up.
anything and everything.
Okay. First, they killed us, the ones that lived here, children. Then, other people came. They brought that box. They did what they were told. They opened it, threw it down the well. I saw it from the window. And then they were told to wait here. They got real sick. Real fast. But they didn't die in the cold. So I guess it wasn't that bad. If you want information, you could try upstairs or downstairs. They didn't let us go there. They betrayed us.
Are you here alone?
She sort of turns her head. How do you mean?
Is there anyone else?
Anyone else like me? No.
Why are you here alone?
I'm all that remained. I think. No, there is something. He keeps us company. He's cute.
Somebody comes by? Do you know his
No.
name?
It's a creature. He doesn't really speak.
What does he look like?
He's got horns and a little tail, but he's all bony. Just bone. But he reminds me of a puppy. Kinda cute. He guards this place.
Was he always here? Or is he...
No. He came after we died.
So is he here to protect you?
I think so. But he can't make fire.
Do you know where he is now?
It's right there. God, I couldn't resist it. Okay. He's right there. She points back at the entrance where you came.
Do we see anything over there? Or is it just... Or just you mean like at the door?
Did the fucking turtle?
She points. She points in the direction of the entrance to the orphanage. Outside. Well, not outside. He's waiting for the other one. The one who left
Who
the
is
door
the
open?
other?
Your friend. The one you
He's
came
waiting
with, the big
for
bushy-
And
Nicomund?
I'll look around and do it. I mean, I don't see Nicomund, right? Because Nicomund's still outside.
Mhm.
And I guess I'll just... Is Nicomund still outside?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it
I
seems
don't
to
think
be
he
that he
likes
needs
the
to come in.
orphanage.
He's going to have to get over it, because he needs to come inside.
Nicomund? Come here,
Yeah.
Nicomund. We need your influence.
What for?
I have no idea. Influence is not the right word, it came out.
I'll go up to the front door and stick my hand through. Here, I would protect you. You have Baltic Blade at your side.
I think I was just gonna lean in and look left and right. What are you gonna protect me from?
Anything you are afraid of.
I doubt that. And Nicomund's gonna step in.
Okay.
And the door slams shut, and an evil fucking giant dead rat comes with a little scythe.
Don't spoil my suspense.
Sorry.
Yes, the door does shut after you. There's a gust of wind. No, you're good. I'm joking. The door does shut.
All I could,
behind
when you were describing it, all I could see is a little fucking rat with a little scythe, and he's little death. Like mini rat death.
Yeah, no, yeah, Death of Rats.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, but
Fucking
we're
rat.
not on the Discworld.
Oh my god. Let me find a picture of him. As I do that, Nicomund, the moment you step in, it gets a little bit darker. There is less light coming in from out. And there is a little blue glow that appears right in front of you, like right at the corner. Kim, you see this too. And you see a little creature. Tiny. It's just sort of looking up at you with its skull. And it has two horns that come out from the sides. And it's just sort of there on all fours on its haunches. Just sort of looking up at you. These empty eye sockets. It looks a little like this.
He's
You're
so
just sort of
fucking
tilted-
cute.
Aww.
Just sort of tilts its head as you step in.
It's a little demon dog.
His eye sockets make him look sad.
He all around
I
just
don't know
looks
why.
sad.
Cute.
I don't
So
like that there's
cute.
a stat block cut out next to it.
Nicomund will point and kind of like look over at Hakim just to verify Hakim's also seeing this.
I see it too. Hello, little devil dog thing. How are you doing?
Do you approach?
Well,
What are you trying
if
to
I
do?
can,
I'm talking to it and seeing how it responds to my voice before I do anything else.
Okay. Sort of tilts its head at you.
Okay, it's playful dog. I walk up.
That's
and
where we're
it's-
gonna end this
No!
session for today.
I was gonna pet it.
I want to pet that dog.
Won't pet that dog.
That's where we're gonna end our session for today because
No,
God, I have
won't
power.
pet that dog.
This is bad.
Let me pet that
Um,
dog.
Every time,
We'll see
man.
what
Every
happens.
time. Won't pet that
I just
dog.
want to know if petting it's a bad decision. I gotta pet it.
If not friend, why friend shape?
It's blue. Obviously,
guess
it's
so.
friendly.
Obviously.
Yes. Blue is the
That's-
friendly
That's
color.
the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Well, if you apply the Disney logic, evil is always in lime.
Lime.
Yeah.
Go look
Maleficent.
at Disney.
Go look
every-
at Disney movies.
Every villain is lime. Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are like they have that malevolent green, which is always that like lime glowy green, almost neon or something.
Oh,
That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you had fun. Not
Yes.
too much anxiety. Just kidding. I hope you had a lot.
I did.
No,
There was a couple
thought
of
it was
times there
great.
where it's like, and I really need to go.
Nathan,
To go to bed.
go.
if you guys enjoyed our Brand of Chaos as much as we enjoyed playing it, please give us a follow. And down below, you'll find links to our Discord, YouTube, Astro's TikTok, and Booty's Twitch. Our Discord is free and open to everybody. We'd love to see you there. Come in and hang out. Our YouTube, we put up replays of our sessions, usually 2 days after the session happens. And we're getting into YouTube Shorts. On Astro's TikTok, he does a lot of D&D shorts and things like that. And there's a variety of other ones. Oh, pretty great. So go check him out. And Booty Switch, he usually streams a couple times, doing a variety of different games. It's always friendly and engaged chat. So go watch him. Go give him a follow too. He does great. And you'll find us back here, same time block on this Tuesday for the When Nine Lights Rise, and for again this Wednesday back in the Rise of the Everchosen campaign. In our When Nine Lights Rise, I'm playing a playtest for the Gunner class for the Zaman's Guide to the End of Time Kickstarter. Yeah. Do we have a thingamajiggy to put in chat? I can go grab one.
Well, we're about to end the stream, so that's better at the start.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can do it next.
It's in
or
the
Tuesday.
it's in the YouTube video description. The
Got
link to the Kickstarter, and yeah, we'll post it day of in the chat.
Okay. And on our Wednesday campaign of the Rise of the Everchosen, the last session we were pulling cards from the deck of many more things, and we're gonna start that session pulling 2 more cards. So I hope you're there for that, because it was pretty fun last time.
Nothing bad has happened yet.
Well, except for reality changing wishes.
Okay,
From
but
your
that's not
perspective, that's not bad.
The only bad thing that's happened so far is that Booty was wrapped up in magical chains that sealed him and all of his magical stuff for all of about 5 minutes, because then with the help of a guidance check, me and Cardinal busted him out. But yeah, so
and find out.
yeah. Please tune in again, and we'll see how this all goes. I believe that's it for me.
Bye. Have a wonderful night.
When everybody
Bye-bye.
tries to get out the
Bye-bye.
revolving door at the same time.
Right? Bang!
The Canadian standoff. You go. No, you go.